Hey guys, happy Friday and welcome back to my channel. I have some special guests with me. I have two puppies, one's here and one's over there somewhere. So they might make appearances in this video, who knows, we'll see. Today I'm going to be talking about why I don't think a perfect relationship exists. Sure, a relationship can be great, it could be bad, it could be mediocre, like it could be maybe not what you're expecting it to be, it could be more. It's really all, they could all be different, every relationship. And personally, I think that if you are kind of let down by your relationship, like say you had this perfect relationship in your head and you think you have it, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, why isn't this like working out how I want it to? Or like, this person should be doing this, and like it's not how I imagined it to be. Well, I think that's because everyone has different expectations and ways of doing things or ways of expressing love. And for me, like, I know I am a hopeless romantic. And I think of all these cute little ideas that I would like done for me or I want to do for someone. But in the end, like, I think I let myself down sometimes because I'm like, well, I think of this, how come you can't think of this either, and like do it for me? Because it's stuff like that would like make me melt. Your partner might have other ideas of showing love or other ways of expressing things, and everyone's different that way, especially guys and girls. Like, guys are have total different mindset than girls. Like, most girls dream of having like a perfect movie romance when really that's not the case. Those are movies. And as much as it would be nice to have that, we can't all. And sure, sometimes in your relationship you might be like, wow, this is like truly a romantic movie moment. But then there's other times it's like, this isn't all that glamorous. Like, oh my god, be here. You're right in the shot. Come here. And I think so much of the time that people get disappointed because they had a total expectation of something and it didn't happen that way, or things totally were different than imagined. And it's kind of sad because I'm completely guilty of it, but sometimes I'm like, oh, maybe my boyfriend will do this, or take a hint or whatever, and sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't, and I'm like, well, why? I don't know. It's like, if I were to see that, I would do it for you. And I'm like talking about, like, say I post on Twitter that I want a Slurpee or something and he's on his way over, like, secretly I think he's gonna bring me one when he gets here and he doesn't have one. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I'm just saying, like, girls and guys are very different that way. Girls unfortunately expect things like that to happen, and guys don't realize it because we're all so different. Obviously I don't expect something every time, but like, sometimes it's nice. In my last video when I showed the flowers, those were my first flowers, and it's because I posted on Tumblr that I would probably die if somebody bought me a bouquet of flowers, because I've never really had some before. And so the next day he brought me a bouquet and it really meant a lot, so he took that hint. But then there's like other times where it's not that I get disappointed, like I'd never expect anything. It's just like, sometimes it'd be nice to be surprised more often. And I'm not saying this is a bad thing at all. Like, I'm not trying to shame my boyfriend and be like, oh, he's a terrible boyfriend, he doesn't do anything for me. That's totally not the case. Like, he's the best boyfriend ever and I could not ask for more. But before I had met him, I had this like total idea of like, yeah, everything's gonna be so romantic all the time, like we're gonna be so in love, and not saying we are, but like we would do little things for each other all the time. And I guess I just always expected that people had the same kind of mindset as I do, which is totally not the case. And I've learned that over the past 10 months of my relationship, that guys and girls are totally different. And it's a good thing, because sometimes a guy will do something that you totally would never expect. And it just, I don't know, it's weird because I think so many people have their ideas of a perfect partner. I personally don't think that person exists, because say there's a person who has all your like ideal features of a person, like hobbies, whatever. Maybe they have a shitty ass personality and you're like, well, this sucks. Or maybe this person has like your ideal personality and like mindset, but they don't like play a certain sport that you would dream of. Like, I personally don't think you're ever gonna find everything you want in a single person. The perfect person does not exist. as you develop your relationship with somebody, your idea of perfect changes. I'm totally not gonna lie here, but I didn't think my boyfriend was my perfect match. We started getting to know each other, and it's like, wow, mentally, we are perfect for each other. He's not a bad looking guy. He's got blue eyes. I love blue eyes. I melt for blue eyes. He's tall, which I love. He's not the most athletic person. He's not the skinniest guy, and I love him. I used to think I was totally like no to hair. And like he knows that when we first started dating, like he used to shave his chest and stuff for me, and now I'm freaking in love with his chest hair. I'm sorry, babe, if this is too much information about you, but I love you. Just trying to make a point here. Yeah, anyways, so as you develop your relationship with this person, the more and more you two mesh into one, and every little thing about them starts to become perfection to you. Maybe I didn't like his sense of humor when we first started dating, and now I love it. Or complete opposite. Maybe I used to love it, now I hate it. It's really, you know, I'm not going to go into any more detail about that, but I don't think it's about finding your perfect match or waiting for the perfect guy to come along. I think most people need to take a chance and go for it, and they might realize that this is the perfect person for them. My boyfriend and I met at a club. We both had a rule to never date from clubs. But we were also at a mutual friend's birthday party, and that's how we met. So we were like, all right, let's talk. And, you know, we really hit it off that night, and we bonded and exchanged phone numbers, and we hung out all night and had a great time. Like, we didn't hook up, we didn't make out or anything. We just danced and had a great time together. My ride came to pick me up. I went to the car, and then I ran back and gave him a quick kiss because I was like, you know what, I had a great time with this person and I really want to get to know him a little bit better. It does not mean that he's like, I don't even know him. He could be the love of my life. I could hate his guts. I don't know, but I want to give him a chance. And you know, I didn't even know if he liked me that much. I was like, I'm not going to leave without saying bye after a great night of having fun with him. And now look at us. We hit it off so fast. We had such a great night that night. And we went on a date 4 days later. 10 days after we met, we started dating, and we've been happy ever since. And I love him so much, like more than I can even imagine, more than I ever thought I could love someone, and it's freaking insane. I never thought I would date some guy like this, like the way he is, but he's perfect for me, and I'm like getting emotional talking about him because I love him so much. But I don't know why I'm tearing up so much. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? But basically, I'm just like the luckiest girl in the entire world, and I'm so lucky someone so amazing loves me. And I'm so happy with him. And he's my best friend. And so I think more people need to give people chances, because it could be the best decision of your entire life. I know for me it was. And I have a best friend by my side and hopefully a life partner with me now. I think a lot of people look past that and just try and find their ideal partner. And I think so many people just look past stuff like that and just try and look for their perfect man or want to wait for their perfect man, when that's really not that realistic, you know? Yeah, I think so many people need to stop waiting for their idea of a Prince Charming and expecting that whoever they're with is gonna know everything they want and can imagine for, because everyone thinks differently and nobody is gonna be your perfect guy in one package. You know, everyone has their flaws, but the more you get to know them and the more you love them, the more perfect they become to you. And you're like, wow, you really are the perfect guy for me. Even if you weren't in the beginning, you are so perfect for me now. Even if they still aren't like as hopeless of a romantic as you are, or think of little things to do for each other like you think of for them. Like, I know I put scenarios into my head, be like, oh, imagine if this happened, that'd be so cute, but like, it's never gonna happen because I think of so many different things that could happen, and I don't think boys are the same that way. And so, yeah, I don't really know where this video is going. I thought this was gonna be a good video and a good thing to talk about, but now I'm just kind of like, I don't know, kind of all over the place. Look at my dogs. But yeah, so I guess that's all I'm going to talk about, because I don't know where this video is going. I might not even post this. We'll see. Kind of just have to get a video of those, so I probably will. Yeah, anyways, so if you have a guy and you're like, oh, he's not really my type, you know, go for it. If you think you like him, even a little bit, go for it. You know, after I started dating my boyfriend, like before we were together, and we went on like 2 dates, I was like, God, Mom, I kind of like really like this guy, but I think it's going really fast, and like I feel like we could be together anytime. My mom was like, well, if you like him, just go for it. Like, whatever. If it's right, it's right. And I think you'll know it. Even after dating the person for a couple dates, be like, wow, this person is amazing. I want to be with them. I don't think there should be, I don't know. What am I saying? I don't know. But yeah, anyways, so I'm just gonna kind of end this because it's kind of all over the place. So if you like a guy, even the slightest bit, I think give him a chance, go for it, date him, whatever. And don't put such unrealistic expectations into your mind of a relationship or a date, because chances are what you have set in your head is not realistic, because romance is different for everyone. But if you're like in love with someone or you're dating someone, it shouldn't even matter what you want. It's what you both want. And as long as you both make each other happy, that's really the only thing that matters. As long as you guys can love each other unconditionally and do little things for each other once in a while, I think that's so much more special, because they thought of it in their own mind and you thought of yours in your own mind. And it just makes it that more romantic and special than you having a set idea of what you want and then getting it and not really being that surprised. Like, what fun is that? So, I don't know. This video is kind of really all over the place. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I feel like I need I need better video ideas. That's what I need. So if you have any for me, please leave them down below so I can talk about them, because I don't know, I feel like I'm really sucking lately. But yes, make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, or I don't know, or give it a thumbs down because this video sucks. Yeah, leave comments down below, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of me being stupid and not really know what I'm talking about. That'd be great. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next Friday.